Now after I finished the film and before I uploaded it, I started making a hat, and I used another variation. This is what it looks like on one side. This is still the seed stitch. And this is what it looks like on the other side. That's a very nice look. Looks a lot better in person than it does on film. It looks good on both sides, and this is in the round. That surprised me because I was doing pretty good. I said, gee, I kind of like that pattern, but I said the main pattern is going to be on the inside, and then I looked and I said, I like the outside and I like the inside. Now what? I said, too bad I couldn't do this on a flat. So I got out some other yarn. This is also 4-ply, but it's thinner, and the yarn itself, it looks the same, pretty close to the same, as you can see. But this is a very thinner, more compressible, lighter yarn than this. This is very dense. So even though they're supposed to be both number 4, there's a real difference, because here's the stitch that I made with this yarn, okay? And here's the stitch I made with supposedly 4-ply yarn with exactly the same hook. It looks more like a light lace. In fact, this would be nice for a summer scarf or a spring wrap, spring shawl. It's not super dense. It's not like for when it's really cold in winter. It's got lots of air through it. But it's very pretty. It's almost like a lace. In fact, if I had to name this particular type of seed, I'd call it seed lace. Now, if you take the same yarn and the same stitch and you do it in a smaller one, this was done with an H hook, this was done with an H hook, this was done with an F hook. Then you get something very fine. Still looks pretty on both sides. And it would work good for a hairband. It's thin enough for a scarf. It would be a pretty warm scarf too, but it wouldn't be really thick. This would make a really thick scarf. Very nice. You use it for receiving blankets, baby blankets, whatever. But I like this for a shawl or a light scarf. That's really pretty. Pretty on both sides. Now this is what surprised me about this one. I decided to try it on the flat. See if I can get it looking nice on both sides. Because some of these, like this one, doesn't look like much on the one side. Well, these are the two-sided ones, but like this one here, more extreme one, it doesn't look like anything on the back. And if you did this in the round, your inside of your hat would be flat. Whoops. Like this one. The inside is pretty much nothing. The outside has the popcorn type. So, and this is the same popcorn type, only done in the flat. And you end up with nothing on the inside. And you just have to be sneaky on how you do the 2 layers. So, now, see how flat this is? I did another thing on this one. This is the same stitch that I'm going to show you that I did on this one, 2-sided. But I did it like a border. So I did it across here, and then in the back I did just a row of single crochet, and then came forward and did it again. It looks nice as it is, like a border. And if you make a single crochet behind it, it makes it very fancy, nice looking border too. So this is what it looks like in layers. This is what it looks like as a backed border, and this is what it looks like as a border by itself. This is still a seed stitch. Single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. Same thing. Okay, but in the back it's totally nothing. Okay, so let me show you. Oh, you come over here. Come over here. That's a good boy. Now I'll show you how I do this puppy. Where's my glasses? Gotta have my glasses. Okay. Now, this is what the side that faces you looks like when you do this. And that's what the other side looks like. So when you're making a hat, you're going in the round. When you make your doubles, you make it through both of the stitches. So you're going through the whole stitch, pulling up. So you've got a nice tall double there. Let's see, am I coming down the front or the back? Okay. Then you come down in the front of your double stitch, your tall stitch. Come in the front loop only and do your single. Then you do your double. Then you do your single. Through both stitches for your double, and back only for your single. And since this is in the round, that's all you do the whole thing around. You don't have to worry about going back and forth and reversing and coming back and reversing. Real simple. I like the line, like the vertical, the bars coming over the line. That's like it's very attractive. But the back is very attractive too. So you have a reversible hat. I like that. I like that. So once more, if we're in the round, you do the same thing the whole time around. You do your loose double, pulled up loose, go in front of the last double stitch in the lower row, do a single, a tighter single if you can, then a loose double, and a tighter single, and a loose double, and a tighter single. That's all there is to it. Round and round and round and round. You there? Love it. Okay, now for back and forth. You go over there and you come over here. For back and forth, I showed you that. I can take this out now. Okay. Now for back and forth, you do want to make the distinction. See, chain one for my turn, do a tight single crochet, because your last stitch on each side is going to be a double. So your next stitch is going to be the double. You go into your single crochet, pull up your stitch, pull up your stitch. Now, instead of going in front the whole way around like you would in a round, on this, when you're coming back this way, you do it in back. You do your single crochet in back of your double. Do your double crochet through both sides of the single, going back only of the double. Do your tight, get in there, do your tight single. Loose double on your going through both loops, back of the double only. Okay. Now I'll show you what we do coming back. Now I'm not making this two-sided. I could make it two-sided. All I have to do is do the same thing on both sides. Come on, don't make it. I don't want a tight double. There we go. Both sides. Back of the double. Loose both sides. Back of the double. Tight single. Through both loops. Loose double. Single. And because it's the end, I'll do my double with a tight chain, turn, and a tight single crochet on the top of my double. Now, I start with my double and my single crochet, go in front. Loose double, go in front of my double for a single, go in front for my single, go in front for my single. That's how that side looks, and that side looks normal. That side's got the fancy on it. Okay, so like we did on this one, on the popcorn, you do all your stuff in front. When you're going that way, it's in back, so that your popcorn comes out front. When you're going this way, you do it in back, so your popcorn's out front. Now, depends on what you want to make it for, whether you want it two-sided or one-sided, like a shawl or a scarf, or whether you want it more like one-sided, like a beanie or a bag. I want you to experiment, try things with the stitches that you already know. There's things I haven't even thought of trying yet. Like I was wondering what it would be like if you just did a simple double crochet. Do one, do one real loose, pulled up like that, and then do one tight. These are all just double crochets. I haven't tried this yet. I'm trying it with you. See what it would look like. If there would be any difference. Whoops. Still in the seed stitch here. Oh, once you start the seed stitch, it's hard to get away from it. Tight and loose. Tight. You get programmed. And loose. Now there's not that much difference, but you can see that one sticks out more than the other. It's almost like doing a front and back. And it's the same on the other side. So that'd give you a very mild variation, just doing a single double crochet, just a plain double crochet across. Experiment. Have some fun with your crochet, guys. I love to crochet because I always find something new. Enjoy yourself. Happy hooking, guys. Here's a good look at my helpers. This is the one that's laying on the hat I'm working on. This one is helping me out by laying over here on my thing, so I can't bring it over where I can work and do my video. And they were both sleeping on it a while ago. And I'm trying to work on my lap, making some pieces to show you. Anyway, this is what I deal with when I'm trying to do something with my yarn. I got my helpers.